A one-on-one interview with a police officer who has come to symbolize the price law enforcement paid to defend the U.S. Capitol on January 6th. D.C. police officer Mike Fanone. Officer Fanone is speaking out about the courage shown by his fellow officers that day. You will also witness firsthand the mob's violent assault on Officer Fanone through his body camera video, which has now been obtained by our D.C. station. We need to warn you, some of the images you're about to see are disturbing. Here's Eric Flack.
Come on, everybody, dig in! Let's go! Push them back! Dig in!
It was 3:16 in the afternoon on January 6th. D.C. police officer Mike Fanone stood shoulder to shoulder alongside fellow officers trying to hold the line against a bloodthirsty mob attempting to overrun police in one of the tunnels to the U.S. Capitol. You are looking at Officer Fanone's body cam, obtained through sources by WUSA 9.
Push them back!
You know, really up until I lost consciousness, you know, it plays out in my mind like very clearly.
I sat down with Officer Fanone Wednesday at his home in Northern Virginia, where he continues to recover from the mental and emotional scars of that day.
I got one!
According to court documents in criminal cases against 5 different men charged in his assault, Officer Fanone was pulled into the crowd, then beaten, kicked, stripped of his badge and radio, and tased numerous times. Prosecutors say Fanone suffered a concussion and a heart attack before he was handed back to his fellow officers.
Like I can see that day like I'm living it as we speak.
Does it come back to you more often than you would like?
No, I mean, because it's just like, that's a part of who I am now. I'm proud of what I did. I don't think I would have had it any other way.
Last Thursday, Officer Fanone carried those memories with him to Capitol Hill as he accompanied the family of fallen Capitol Police Officer Brian Sicknick to meet with Republican senators who were planning to block a bill to create an independent commission to investigate what happened on January 6th. The measure ultimately failed, with many Republicans saying the commission would turn up no new facts and be just another attempt to relitigate the second impeachment trial of former President Donald Trump.
It's tough, you know, kind of reliving like the most traumatic experience of your entire life over and over and over again to a lot of people who I think really are devoid of compassion.
Nearly 5 months after his attack, Officer Fanone remains on leave, focusing on his recovery and his 4 daughters, 3 of them under age 10. He says despite the horror of that day, what happened to him taught him something about the way he wants to treat other people, about the way Fanone says we should all treat each other.
Experiencing the amount of violence that I did and, you know, having lived through that makes me like really cognizant with every interaction that I have to be compassionate and empathetic.